Christmas is here, and while we're all enjoying our day off, there's one man who spent the entire night speeding across the globe bringing joy to us all by showering us with gifts. I'm talking about the legendary red-suited jolly one himself, Santa Claus. Not only does this guy make his way to every single town, city, province, and country, but he's also made his way into a few different video games as well. Today I'm going to count down the top 5 times Santa's appeared in JRPGs. So if you enjoy these videos, please help us out by clicking that like button, subscribing, and turning notifications to all so you won't miss the next videos. Now let's begin.
Number 5.
Apparently in the off-season, Santa spends his time running the local black market in Sylvalant City from Star Ocean. Staying up north where it's cold makes sense, same with Santa having access to some of the best and rarest items in the game. He probably just got his own elves to make it. His prices are a bit outrageous, but what can you do when he's the only one selling this stuff? Not like you can go to his competition to seek out a better price. Santa ain't got no competition. Despite the cost for getting us access to some incredibly powerful items in Star Ocean, Santa the Dealer made it to number 5 on the list.
Number 4.
Next up is probably the JRPG Santa that most people are familiar with. I'm of course talking about the Frost Gigas in the ice country of Secret of Mana. After coming across Santa's workshop, you run into his infamous red-nosed reindeer Rudolph, who tells you he's looking for his master that's gone missing. Up next is the Ice Palace and its boss, the Frost Gigas himself, who is actually everyone's childhood pal Santa gone rogue. Apparently the children of this land stopped believing in him, and he figured the best way to make a comeback would be to boost his power using the Mana Seed. Unfortunately for all of us, that plan backfired and turned him into the Frost Gigas, whose unmerry ass we have to kick in order to return Santa back to himself and save Christmas. The next time you even think about telling some poor kids that Santa isn't real, remember that you could be dealing with the Frost Gigas in your near future if enough of them stop believing.
Number 3.
I mentioned this badass in my previous top 5 video. Saejima Claus is here to save Christmas in Sapporo the only way he knows how, beating ass and taking names. After being sent on a side mission to find the punks who've been beating up local Santas, Saejima dons the legendary red costume to put himself in their shoes and hunt these hooligans down. After tracking them down, you get to lay the absolute beatdown on these goons dressed as Santa, and it just feels so satisfying. Despite not being among my favorite Yakuza games, playing as Santa Saejima in Sapporo is one of the highlights of Yakuza 5, which is why it stands here in the number 3 position.
Number 2.
Even Santa knows Dragon Quest is the greatest JRPG series of all time, as he makes multiple appearances, starting with Dragon Quest IX on the Nintendo DS. After finishing the game, there are a ton of side quests and post-game dungeons to explore, and if you head to the Frozen Island in the north, Santa awaits you with a bunch of side quests of his own. Make sure you've connected to the online shop at least once so you have access to all the free DLC and seasonal content, then visit Santa's cabin to get started with his side quests, usually requiring you to beat up some monsters in some incredibly late post-game grottos in order to get specific items for him. Santa will reward you with a ton of great things, including a map to the grotto that Estark himself lives in. That's right, it's old Santa Claus himself who holds the location to where Estark is hiding out in Dragon Quest IX. What an absolute legend.
Number 1.
You've got the dealer, Frost Gigas, Saejima, Kris Kringle, but do you recall the most jackedest Santa of all? How could this juiced up jolly son of a gun from Dragon Quest X not make the top of the list? Taking players of Dragon Quest X on multiple different adventures to save Christmas every year in a new event. Having cameos from previous Dragon Quest villains and main characters, this dude isn't only buff, he's also a hero in his own right. He always knows exactly where to find the adventurers needed to put a stop to the dastardly monsters who are out to put an end to the holidays. I absolutely love the Holy Messenger. I'm pretty sure he's just old Fat Guts from Dragon Quest IX all dressed up, but he knows his way around a Christmas tree and is always happy to help out. For being the epitome of Christmas badassery, the Holy Messenger from Dragon Quest X's Christmas events is my favorite JRPG Santa of all time. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little top 5 video. If you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn notifications to all so you won't miss my next videos. The plan in the new year is to go back and forth playing through the Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest games and make videos reviewing and comparing each of them to one another. If you want to join me live as I play through them, come check me out at twitch.tv/Dookie03. I'm planning on trying out dual streaming to YouTube as well, so stay tuned for that, and have yourselves a good Christmas and New Year's. Thanks for all your love and support throughout this year, and I'll see you in the next one.